Some more breaking news for you this morning. We're just hearing that a search is underway for a 3-year-old British girl who's gone missing in the Algarve area.
And this is one of the world's most infamous missing persons cases. Maddie disappeared 6 years ago while on vacation with her parents in Portugal.
So many of you likely remember the image of 3-year-old Madeline McCann, who vanished from a room where she was with her siblings during a family vacation 6 years ago.
Did you kill your daughter?
No. That's an emphatic no.
I have never heard before that anyone considers us suspects in this, and the Portuguese police certainly don't. And without getting into too much detail about the circumstances, we were with a large group of people, and you know, there is absolutely no way Kate and I are involved in this abduction.
It's too dark. Is this too dark? I don't know. This looks like it's gonna do. I'm sorry if the lighting in the room isn't the best. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, PLASKY GAMES here, and today I'm fetching you guys a video on the Madeline McCann situation. Obviously, we all know there's a series on Netflix now. Half the UK has probably watched that, let's be honest, as well as other YouTubers such as a True Geordie and all that, having their opinion on this situation after watching the documentary. I just thought of making a video on my opinion on what I think's happened, or even things that could have happened. Madeline Beth McCann was born on the 3rd of May 2003 in Leicester, England. On the 3rd of May 2007, Madeline McCann went missing. Now guys, there is many beliefs of different people on what actually happened to Madeline. She actually got abducted. Kate and Jerry McCann killed Madeline by an accident. Jerry and Kate McCann killed Madeline on purpose. Her parents are involved in the abduction. And the 5th one, the McCanns, as well as the friends they're on holiday with, actually know what happened to Madeline. Now, just before we fully get into this, there is something that some people may know, some people might not know, and this will be new to you guys. In 2002, Jerry McCann was actually added to the sex offenders register. Now, I'm not pointing out that Jerry McCann has actually done something like that to Madeline. I'm just saying he's a sex offender. He's been added to the register, what will be 17 years ago now. And it wouldn't shock me if we all find out in the end that Jerry McCann has done something like that to her, as he's a sex offender. Right, now I've got that out of the way, let's get started. The first thing everybody's going to say, what if Madeline McCann was actually abducted by a man or a woman? Now, I ain't going to lie, guys, sorry if you're from a different country here, but I'm guessing the majority of the people watching this are indeed from the UK themselves, and they'll have wanted to know for almost 12 years what actually happened to Madeline. And I'm also going to guess the majority of the people who actually live in the UK have indeed watched the disappearance of Madeline McCann on Netflix. Myself personally, I have watched a few hours of it, but not all of it, as I've only watched it when my mum's had it on the Fire Stick downstairs, because I found it quite interesting, but it's not something that I would sit there and watch the full thing about, if you get me. I mean, yeah, it is like entertaining, kind of, well, I wouldn't say entertaining, but for our generation in life, and people wanting to know what happened to her, entertaining to watch and sit down and just watch it all through. But I wouldn't be able to sit there for about however long it is. It's an hour an episode. I wouldn't be able to do that. I just get bored, really. But that's me. Honestly though, from what I have seen of it, it actually has like got my attention, if you get me, and it's well worth the watch if you haven't watched it already. In case you guys don't actually know what happened on that night, apparently, I'm going to explain to you now. The McCanns were on holiday with their friends, and Jerry and Kate wanted some alone time. They were actually having a dinner with their friends too, so they put Madeline and the 2 twins in the bed. Also guys, the restaurant they were actually having a meal at was just down the road from the resort. Now, as I just said then guys, people are going to question the McCanns to this day still. They're going to question them for fucking life. I mean, who's gonna leave 3 children in a resort with the door unlocked? I mean, in a foreign country too, let's point that out. That's just begging for danger in my opinion. Now, apparently, the McCanns and their friends did have odd checkups on Madeline and the kids to see if what was happening, if they were still there, if they were asleep and that. Apparently, they were doing that anyway. Which, to be fair, they probably were. I mean, who knows really, just who knows. Now when the McCann's friend went to check up on them, she claimed that she seen a man carrying a girl over the road. Me personally, I think that is like a massive hint on the situation. However, other people, other opinions. And a lot of people also say that it's poor parenting, which, in my opinion as well, it actually is poor parenting. Another big thing that apparently happened is when Kate McCann went to check on them, she started shouting on the way back, "They've taken her, they've taken Madeleine." The question on everyone's mind is, who's taken Madeleine, Kate? Do you know who was behind it? Do you know they were going to pick one of your 3 children? Who's taken Madeleine? Now that also seems like Kate had it planned out. Someone was going to take one of her 3 children and they took Madeleine. In case you don't know this, guys, Jerry and Kate McCann are both doctors. So in other words, they've both got that money. Now with them both being doctors, they will know certain pills and that people take to feel tired and go to sleep within minutes. Basically guys, what I'm trying to say here is, what if they were finding it too hard to get Madeleine to sleep? They give her something to get her to sleep really, and they give her too much of a dosage and accidentally killed their own daughter. Like, who knows these days? That could have potentially happened. But if it did happen, where did Kate and Jerry hide the body? This is something that actually baffled me when I was watching the documentary. On the rental car that the McCanns rented out in Portugal, there was blood inside the car, which turned out to be Madeline McCann's. Like, that's a massive, massive, massive sign really. Now me personally, I would have only been 6 when she went missing, or 7, would I have been 7? She went missing in 2007. Yeah, I would have been 7 actually, when Madeline McCann went missing, so I wouldn't have known much about the story then. But when I watched the documentary and heard about the car having blood on it, that was all new to me. Like, because obviously a 7-year-old's not going to know about the fucking news really, or even going to bother to watch it. But having blood on the car, that's just a massive, it's just massive really, a massive part of the story. I didn't have a clue about that until I watched the documentary. Now a lot of people actually jump straight into conclusion and just say that Kate and Jerry McCann killed Madeleine on purpose. Now in case you guys didn't know, Kate and Jerry McCann have actually been on television and all that. Well, obviously you know they've been on television, but they have also refused to answer a lot of questions aimed at Madeleine, which is another giveaway really, isn't it? Now on the series on Netflix, I don't know if some of you guys have seen this part, but it went a bit like this. Kate McCann was in a Portuguese prison getting questioned, and she was saying to herself, while looking down and all, going, "Bloody bastard, bloody bastard, bloody bastard," or something like that. In fact, it could have been bloody tosser. I think it was tosser. It was one of the two. I just cannot remember which one it was. Another thing is, Kate McCann always used to keep a teddy bear that belonged to Madeleine. Some people may say that as normal, like you've lost your child, you don't know if she's dead or alive. That's the only thing you got left, like, to remind yourself of her. You want to keep it at all times. But there's a massive but here. What if that teddy bear has got Madeline McCann's blood all over it? It's obviously been washed this summer, and it's got a DNA all over that teddy bear, and Kate McCann will not let that teddy bear get tested or anything, or even search. Like, look at it if you mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Now going back to the McCanns planning this out. Let's remember, the doctors, so they're already as loaded as it is, but they have fetched books out on this, and if they got something out of the documentary, like, if something, I mean money there, then they would have got a fair bit of that. They definitely got something off the books, but if they got something off the documentary, they would have got a fair bit too. Now this could be true, it could be false, it could be me just being among, but what if the McCanns have done this on purpose? They know where Madeleine's secretly at, and know where, like, she's working, well, not working, she's only 15 at the minute as it is, when this time the video is getting recorded, probably 16 by the time it comes out, because it's actually close to the 12th year anniversary she went missing. But what if the McCanns knew where she was at, fetched a book out on her and got money for that? were completely unaware that there was going to be a Netflix series on her, and they agreed a deal to get money off that. Like I said there, they could be getting like a lot of money, as I said like twice now. But what if they are living the dream? They've got all that money, they're living the dream. Got a nice big fancy house, a nice car, and they don't have to work no more. Like me personally, I don't know if the McCanns work still. I wouldn't work if my child went missing and there's like 12 years down the line. I'd still be out there looking for them. So you know what I'm trying to say there? By them grasping the whole world's attention, especially the UK and Portugal, what if they are just like getting loads of money off it and living the lifestyle? Also guys, there was indeed an article on Kevin Halligan, who is actually the investigator, the first investigator I should say, the McCanns hired to help find Madeleine, with a hefty lot of money of £500,000. Now guys, in this article it also says this: Madeleine McCann investigator Kevin Halligan found dead. The death of Kevin Halligan, who was previously jailed for fraud, is being treated as unexplained by the police. That article, by the way guys, is indeed from the 14th of January 2018, but his death's unexplained. Why is it unexplained? What the hell? The problem is too, Madeline McCann went missing 12 years ago, well almost 12 years ago, on her 4th birthday. This girl is currently 15. I'm sorry, but she's not gonna look exactly like she did when she was 4 years old. Like legit, I know like she's got the eyes and like people are gonna recognise the face, but what if some people have walked past Madeline McCann, seen Madeline McCann, not knew it was Madeline McCann? And yeah, you get what I'm saying. People aren't gonna know if it's her or not. Like, it's gonna be weird. Like, people could actually have walked past Madeline McCann, not knowing she's Madeline McCann. Madeline McCann herself probably doesn't know she's Madeline McCann. That's how strange the situation is. And saying that, the thing on Facebook about the girl from Leeds who looks exactly like Madeleine McCann and believes she's Madeline McCann, what do you guys think of that? I mean, she's got the features, she's got the looks of Madeline McCann, and the baby photos of Madeline McCann. That's all. I'm not saying that she is Madeline McCann, I'm saying it's awkward if she is Madeline McCann. Like myself personally, after watching a few hours of like the documentary series, whatever you want to call it, on Netflix, I am completely unsure about the situation. I'm not like picking an opinion if Jerry and Kate McCann killed her, which if they have killed her or are taking part in their abduction, her abduction I should say, no, their abduction, let's keep it their abduction, because they could have been involved in the abduction. I don't know what to think after watching half of the documentary. A personal opinion is and all, like Jerry and Kate, I know they've had loads of targeting for years and put years, but they need targeted a lot more. Like, we need to find out this situation, especially when I'm alive. I'm gonna be pissed off if I die and don't like know what happened to Madeline McCann. I couldn't get my words out then, I'm sorry. This isn't a laughing matter, this is a serious video over a serious story. But, you know, got one the odd laugh. No, you haven't. But just stop listening to it. Fucking hell. But you get what I mean. I don't know if I said this earlier in the video. They refuse to do lie detectors, and they've refused to answer questions. I probably have said that. But imagine this: you wake up on a Monday morning, knock Jeremy Carl on. Jeremy Carl's rented out fucking Wembley Arena. There's 100,000 there, maybe even like, I don't know, what's the capacity of Wembley? 90,000. Actually, you can have seats along the floor too. We'll go for 100,000 plus. You've got hundreds of thousands in the attendance, like, waiting for this test to, like, the results to come. You've got the millions in the UK watching. In fact, you probably have the whole of the UK watching. Then yeah, really, that'll probably be the best episode of Jeremy Carl ever. It'd be loved by all the UK. But it would also be strange if Madeline McCann, if Jerry and Kate McCann do come out as positively not involved in the abduction or death, if it is a death really. Now guys, I want you guys to leave a comment in the comment section below what you are thinking of this situation, and basically just what you thought of this really. Your whole like past 12 years she's been missing, just leave a comment what you think. Even if it's like taking you a few minutes to read it, write it even, and it would take me a few minutes to read it, leave a comment and I'll read it. I'm going to read everybody's comments on this situation, because the whole of the UK, let's face it, we want to know what has happened to Madeline McCann. We want to know. I'm pretty sure Portugal wants to know too. In fact, half the world will probably want to know. But anyways guys, it is the end of the video. It's been me, Plasky Games. If you have enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you're new around here, don't forget to join the Plasky Army by smashing that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. We just hit 1.4k. Thank you guys very much for that, by the way. It's been me, Plasky Games. Peace out.
Yeah, I got trouble in the streets, always running from